the fakest people in the universe is the people who can't take accountability for their actions. That's fake.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin, coming back with another one, man. But I had to show y'all that clip real quick from Trent Rose, man. Shout out to Trent Rose. Go follow him on Instagram, and he's also on TikTok, because he always dropping straight gems. I'm serious. So go follow him ASAP, and he absolutely right. Some of the fakest people be the ones that take no accountability for their life, for their actions, for the way they living. None of that. They never want to hold themselves accountable for any of that. So if they won't hold themselves accountable, listen, they not gonna take responsibility for nothing, even though they did it. With the things that's going on in their life, with how they treat others, all of that. They always gonna hide their hand and say it wasn't me, or blame and deflect and cry and all of that stuff. The only time they admit something, they will admit something, but they won't. They will always act like it was a reason for why they did what they did, and that is fake. You know what I'm saying? They will make up a reason. They will make up things for them being a shitty person. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? They will make up reasons for why they underachieve, for why they can't get ahead, for why they live the life that they live, bro. And what a lot of people don't realize is when you like that, you will never grow, you will never succeed, you will never excel or get to the next level, because you will never solve any of your issues, because you clearly think that nothing that you do is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it's always somebody else's fault. So you got to understand, a lot of lies come from people like that. A lot of fakeness come from people like that. A lot of acting. You know what I'm saying? You got to do a lot of acting when you don't hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because you act like it wasn't you. You act like it was everybody else's fault. You know what I'm saying? So you have to play a role in that to make everyone look at everybody else except you. And that's some real fake stuff right there. So that's why I tell you, not only just for ourselves and holding ourselves accountable, but you got to get away from people that's like that as well. Otherwise, you could end up in a storm. You could end up in a ish. You could end up in a type of energy, in a environment, and you don't want to be there, bro. You don't, trust me, you do not want to be there, because you're gonna be the person that take the fall for everything. You're gonna be that person. When they have nobody else to blame, they're gonna look right at you because you standing next to them. So it's gonna be a lot of things that get placed on you, a lot of burdens, a lot of lies, a lot of deceit. And listen, bro, you're not gonna grow either, bro. You gonna stop your blessings too, because you around them. Now you see that they ain't gonna be, you already see that they not getting blessed. You already see that they not going nowhere in their life. So what you think gonna happen to you if you standing right next to them? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like a tornado that's going around, that's spinning and sucking up all these things, and then you act like you can't get caught up into that whirlwind, but you can, bro. You know what I'm saying? With how they living, the sin, all of the sinning that they do. If you right next to them, you're going to get caught right up into that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to mess up your life. That's going to mess you up in your process. That's going to mess up your elevation. That's going to stop you from growing. You know what I mean? And anything that you trying to do, bro, because you're around somebody that don't hold themselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? And if you just sitting there agreeing with them, man, listen, bro. That's a flaw in you. For agreeing to sucker-ish, man, agreeing to lame-ish, agreeing to any of that BS that they come with, because trust me, bro, they come with a lot of BS. They come with a lot of BS, and they really good at manipulation. That's what they thrive off of, manipulation. They manipulate everybody into thinking that, hey, it wasn't them. Like, hey, I'm the victim. Hey, give me a handout. Hey, I need the help. They manipulate everybody, bro. Anybody that come in contact with them, they manipulate. And then when people catch on and they get backlash for that, listen, bro, they hide their hand. They act like they the victim. They act like they didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They take no responsibility for their actions, man. And them some of the worst people that you could be around with, especially in these times, bro. Especially in these times. You're around people that just, they never wrong. They never wrong. They never wrong, and they always right. Get away from them, bro. Get away from them, bro, because they gonna self-destruct. And if you close to them, you gonna self-destruct right with them. You gonna self-destruct right with them. You should know better right now, bro, because I know you done seen the red flags. Now, if you didn't have to go through all of this work with changing within yourself, why would you even be around people that still got the same energy that you had to change and that you trying to run away from? Why would you even still be around somebody that's still doing the things that you trying to get away from? They still sinning the same. They still acting the same. They still doing all of that stuff that you worked so hard, you know what I'm saying, to get out of. They doing all of that same stuff. So if you worked hard to get out of that, right, but you still around that, then it's just a matter of time before you gonna be back in that. You gonna be right back in there, because guess what? You keeping that same type of energy around, and you didn't put in way too much work to be around a jerk. You didn't put in way too much work to be around a jerk, bro, because that's what they is, bro. You gotta be a real jerk to actually walk around with this victim mentality and never hold yourself accountable for anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, bro. Mugs like this, they'll blame their kids. Mugs like this will blame their parents. Mugs like this gonna blame the world. They gonna blame society. They gonna blame anything, bro. They gonna blame their job for why they doing the things that they do, why they act the way they act, why they live how they live. They gonna blame everybody, bro. Everybody. And if they ain't got nobody else to blame, and yo stupid ass standing there, then guess what? They gonna start blaming you. You know what I mean? And you just gotta be very careful around people like that, man, because you will be taking the fall for a lot of things that they done did. And all it takes is one time for them to do something crazy, either while you're around or them to blame something on you, and then guess what? Now you in trouble. Now you locked up. Now they enemies busting at you. Now they enemies hating on you for stuff that you didn't even do, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's how demons work too, bro. Just because you're around somebody that's so full of demonic energy, and guess what? You become guilty by association. You become guilty by association, and when you know better, bro, listen, you could possibly be judged for being around that energy and not even giving them knowledge, and telling them like, hey, you might not want to do that. So guess what? If you pushing them, if you agreeing with how they act and the things that they do, you just as guilty, bro. You just as guilty. So you will have to suffer the consequences in that. And we see it all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? With just people that probably didn't even have nothing to do with the situation, but they stayed around that same energy, and guess what? They got horsed right into it. They got horsed right into the whole situation. And the sad part is, most of the time, them be the ones that lose their life. Them be the ones that lose their life for just being associated with certain people, being associated with certain energies. You know what I'm saying? To where them demons jumping on them, where them haters jumping on them. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff, bro, because you around people like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, once you work your way out of being like that yourself, because we've been there. I never wanted to hold myself accountable. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? When I did, then I realized the power that I had to change. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I realized that, when I started holding myself accountable, bro, listen, dog, that drew me closer to the Most High. You know, that made me grow. It grew me. You know what I'm saying? That led me to this journey. That led a lot of us to this journey. Don't y'all realize that y'all wouldn't even be here if you didn't hold yourself accountable, bro? You said that this was me. You said that I got a problem. You said that I got to do something about this. So what you doing? You doing something about this, bro. You changing your life. You changing your energy. You changing your mindset. And you know, you so locked in that you know, like, listen, if I don't get right, then listen, there ain't nobody gonna do it for me. I ain't gonna never be right if I don't get right within myself. Now, who in the heck in their right mind, you know what I'm saying, refuse to have this mentality to where they just want to stay in their same energy and don't want to embrace the power that they have? Because that's what you do. Really, for the ones that don't want to change, they really just want to stay weak. They want to stay weak. They want to continue to be controlled by their emotions. They want to continue to be controlled by whatever addictions that they have, whatever past traumas that they have, whatever mental, health problem that they have. They want to continue to be controlled by that. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly why, they want to continue to have a certain type of behavior or keep doing the same things, because all they're going to do is just place it on something else. All they're going to do is deflect. It's hard to even talk to people like that, because no matter what, they just going to deflect it off of them and back towards you, or back towards them, or back towards that, or back on it. It doesn't matter, bro. They will blame it on objects. You know what I'm saying? They're going to blame it on objects. They will blame it and deflect it on anything, rather than have it be their fault and fix it. What do you think make you a man, bro? Holding yourself accountable, taking responsibility for your life, for your actions. You know what I'm saying? And knowing who you are and growing in that. One of the worst things you could be doing is not growing in knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And you grow in things when you learn from it. You know what I'm saying? When you take accountability, but you know what? It's like you learn from it and you like, yo, I'm gonna go a different route next time. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. So it's like the knowledge that you gaining and obtaining, it's like we growing in that. That's why it's important to grow in the word. You know what I'm saying? It always come back to this. It's one thing to read it. It's one thing to learn it, but you have to grow in that. You know what I'm saying? And when you grow, and listen, bro, that takes action to grow. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take some work. It's going to take real work. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're not doing nothing. But you got a lot of people that just don't want to grow. They don't want to learn, and the first way you learn from something is actually taking the blame for, what you've done. That's the first step right there. Even when it comes to addiction, bro, like, what's the first step? Admitting that you have a problem. How it works. I will never heal or recover if I say I don't have a problem. It's not me, it's you. It's not me. Y'all making me drink. Y'all forcing me to be on drugs. Y'all forcing me to fat. Because what y'all doing, y'all making me do all these things. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to get done. You never going to change. But when you look at yourself, look in that mirror, you understand. A lot of people, man, listen, a lot of people don't want, they're going to run from that forever. They're going to run from that forever. They don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Instead, they want to look at the broken side. They don't even want to look at that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what their life going to look like. You see, the broken side of the mirror is very blurry. You can't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what their life turned out as. That's how they move forward. You know what I'm saying? With blurry vision, can't see, you know, because they refuse to look on the right side. They refuse to walk on the path of righteousness. They refuse to do what it takes to stay in the light. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna never be right, bruh. Don't let that be you, man. And that's my word, man. My name Jay Sin, the Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.